Alright, guys. It's therapy time. It's therapy session. It's therapy session, and it's time to go get something to eat. Because a homie is hungry. So, for anybody that was in my live, you saw my reaction. You saw me throughout the entire game. A lot of ups and downs, to say the least. There were times of hope. There were times of doubt. There were moments that I felt confident. There were moments where I just felt like, okay, this thing is done. Oops. Sorry about that. Ultimately, guys, it is what it is. Come on, dude, go. That's what you get for being nice to people. Ultimately, it is what it is. The New Orleans Saints are a 1-3 team, and ultimately, when you keep everything in consideration, they deserve to be 1-3. This team coming into this game has looked so incompetent throughout the first 3 weeks. You can compare this game to the Atlanta game. The Saints played what I thought was a 10 times better game in this game than they did in the Atlanta game. We should not have beaten the Falcons week 1. So with that being said, noting that I don't think we should have beaten the Falcons in week 1, you can kind of justify that we probably should have won this game. Therefore, that Falcons game, I guess, makes up for this game, or vice versa. The point is, we are a 1-3 team. We're a 1-3 team. We deserve to be a 1-3 team. And there were certain things in this game, and I can give my take. I can give my take. There are a lot of different variables to go around and point out in regard to what cost us the game, what could we have done better, etc., etc. The point of the matter that I got from this entire game is that good teams would find ways to win that game. A good team would find a way to win that game. And the Saints are just not there right now. The Saints should have easily won this game today. It shouldn't have been close. You can point at the fumbles, you can point at the penalties, you can point at whatever you want, really. Whatever you want. The New Orleans Saints came with the energy and really the physicality, in my opinion, to beat the Vikings by 14 today. We were able to run the ball. We looked actually pretty versatile on offense. Like, this was the first game all year that I really felt like, okay, when Andy Dalton and the offense gets on the field, I feel like something good can happen. I felt that way. And it showed on the final possession. Dalton got us down the field with one throw, and we were literally a few inches away from tying that game and getting into overtime. With that being said, I want us to go forward for as long as we possibly can with Andy Dalton as our starting quarterback. I think that he has an opportunity to thrive in this offense, whatever offense this is, because personally I really don't know. But whatever inconsistent offense this is, I feel like Andy Dalton has a chance to provide something positive for it. He looked very poised today. He was able to make critical throws. He had no interceptions. He did what he had to do. I like Andy Dalton. I also like Latavius Murray in the backfield. I think he needs to be running back number 2 going forward. These are all things that the Saints can really take note on and get better with. And if they use them to their advantage, this offense maybe can get better. And then there's the variable of luck. We are just simply one of the most unlucky teams in the NFL. And more times than not, when we lose, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to make the NFL's top 10 games every single year. I was mad at the penalties. I was. I think they were wrong. I don't think they were the right calls at all. I felt like I literally at that moment when they called those flags felt very, very helpless. Very helpless and unable to do anything about it. It literally felt like we were not going to be allowed to win today. It literally felt like that. Like we were literally not going to be allowed to win today. They were going to do everything they could. And since they are the officials, they can do whatever they want. They can control whatever they want. They were going to do everything in their power to make sure we didn't win. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. It felt very, very helpless. Like there was nothing I can do. There was nothing that the team could do. The Saints could get a first down, they call holding. For example, the Saints can get a touchdown, they call holding. Saints could get a touchdown again, they call holding. And then the Saints throw an interception, they don't call anything there. That's what I mean. That's how it felt like it was going to go down. The Saints stopped them twice on defense for that possession. That was a critical possession. And I truly believe that if they wouldn't have called that, I truly believe we get the ball back and we go down the field and just run the clock out. I really do. I was that confident. But whenever they did that and it led to Justin Jefferson getting that easy little end-around touchdown, you just figured like, okay, this is just all bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. Like, I can't even take this game seriously anymore at this point. Because now I just feel helpless. I don't feel like anything is It's like, does it even matter if we win? Like, even if we won, like, would it even matter? Because it just feels like all this shit is just so manipulated. Every one of these NFL games are so manipulated to make sure that the point spread is within what they want it to be, to make sure that the game stays entertaining. All those variables come into play. It really had me questioning a lot. And for anybody that wants to sit here and say, I'm full of shit for thinking like that, I'm full of shit for thinking that the officials had a little part in why the Saints lost this game, and the momentum that they caused the Saints to lose, and the manipulative variables that they caused this game to have because they called those non-penalties, which I don't believe either one was a penalty. Then you haven't experienced what I've experienced, simply. Simple as that. You have not experienced what I've experienced. Being a New Orleans Saints fan is one of the hardest fucking things to do. The New Orleans Saints have got to be one of the more unlucky teams in the NFL. One of the more unlucky teams in the NFL. And I don't think it's close. Unlucky on all aspects. The way games end. The way calls are made against them at critical times. I mean, dude, you Rise Up ATL, you have no idea what it's like to be literally feel like in every game your team can potentially like whenever your team's playing in a game, it could easily be manipulated by a bad call. That's trauma. That's fan trauma. It's not trauma, but like you keep that in the back of your head, like, you know, some sketchy ass shit can go down. Anytime the Saints are playing, like, you know, some sketchy ass shit can go down. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that the entire game was lost on those calls, because we fumbled the ball twice, like I said. Whether we fumble the ball, I mean, let me rephrase that. The fumble. Now, I know that the game was not lost on that just those couple calls, because we fumbled the ball twice that led to 6 points. We could have easily, I mean, if we just take a knee before the half, and if Deontay Harris just gets out of his ego and goes down at the 45-yard line, that's a 6-point swing right there. So I'm not sitting here blaming the entire complexity on the officials of the Saints playing bad, because the Saints made some stupid mistakes and shot themselves in the foot, which allowed them to be in that position later on in the game. But what I am saying is that when we were in that moment and we had the stops that we made, honest stops that we made to get the ball back, and we should have been getting the ball back, they call 2 BS, like absolute bullshit flags, just to extend Minnesota's drive, to make sure that they got in the end zone, to make sure that Andy Dalton had to go down the field and win the game. I'm not watching Slitta, but I'm going to keep up with the game, dude. I don't think y'all are going to beat Tampa Bay. No, I don't think y'all are going to beat Tampa Bay. Guys, there's just a whole lot of emotions in me. There's so many different things. Like, I thought we played better. I thought we played arguably our best game of the year. And yet here I am crowing or talking about a loss, talking about us losing, and which will probably go down as one of those Saints games in history that you're just like, wow. Brandon, I'm not shocked that you won, because I mean they were without Amon-Ra St. Brown and DeAndre Swift. I'm surprised in the fashion that you won, 48-45. Rashard Penny had a hell of a day. Detroit's defense is just that bad. And as for the game next week, Brandon, I don't know what to expect, dude. I don't.
Welcome to Papa Chico, when you're ready.
Can I get a 4-piece dark meal, mild, with can I have all thighs?
I can see if we have that.
Okay.
Your side and drink.
I'm gonna get fries as my side. And I'm going to also get an extra side of red beans as well. And lemonade.
And your side was fries and an extra side of red beans?
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
Good for love.
My B. Ordering food. I gotta eat. It's been a long day. What's up, Jess? How you doing? What's up, Jess? So, with that being said, guys, I don't know what's going to happen next week. This is probably more directed towards Brandon. I don't know how it's going to shake out next week. The way I look at it, Brandon, and Saints fans in general, the way I look at it, though, both the Saints and Seattle are fairly similar. They go hand in hand. Both have a very sus quarterback situation. They have a star wide receiver apiece. I'd say if Michael Thomas is healthy and Kamara is healthy, I'd give the offensive edge to us. But then again, I don't think that's really going to matter because our offensive scheme just sucks. So we'll see how it shakes out. Slitta and Rise Up ATL, I mean, you guys will, I expect y'all to say that, but at the same time, I really don't. I mean, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. Damn, Brandon, that's tough. Now that's tough. That's tough. Eric, man, that was a tough game for you too, dude. I feel like you and me are feeling about more of the same. I feel like me and Eric are feeling a little bit similar right now. Him losing to the Jets, or his team losing to the Jets, my team losing to the Vikings. All right, BR, be safe on the way home, bro. The Falcons will be the kings of the South. Holy shit. Which I thought that was the right decision, Eric. I thought that was the right decision to bench Mitchell Trubisky because, I mean, obviously Kenny Pickett played better. You guys start scoring touchdowns after. Yeah, Buck Skull Gang, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I hope you guys I hope you guys end up losing. I'm not gonna lie. I hope that game ends in a tie. I just hope it ends in a freaking tie. At least Carolina lost, and at least Tampa Bay looks like they're going to lose, knock on wood. I like Dalton, dude. I think the offense has looked as competent as it's ever looked with Dalton. I don't think Seattle is going to put up... Obviously, I don't think Rashad Penny is going to have the game that he had this week against us. I think our defense can hold them. I think this week was more of just a fluke and the fact that Detroit's defense just sucks. But what I'm worried about is what is our offense going to do? I don't know. I don't know what to think about them. It's 21-10, so they did score. Kenny Pickles. Kenny Pickles. That's funny. No, I'm not going to Philadelphia week 17, dude. Alright, Slitter, you're right, man. You're right, buddy. At least there's that. And Slitter, you did see my community post from a few months ago that I posted my championship shirt for the Braves, did you? Because I did. Well, number one, Eagles 0-1. I'm not even sure if that game's going to mean anything for the Saints. Number two, why would I want to go in such a hostile environment like that?
14-17.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. Okay, well, there's that. There is that. Yeah, and that's New Year's Day. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and I can't promise that I don't know, dude. I don't know. Who knows at this point? It's all up in the air. It's all up in the air. Everything's up in the air right now, really. Yeah, I was really, really hoping the Browns were going to finish that game off. But, hey, I got to give credit where it's due. Rise up. Congrats on the victory. Credit where it's due. I was really hoping y'all weren't going to win, though. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. At least Carolina lost, but that's not going to do anything for us because they beat us already. Tampa Bay bearing some kind of fucking miracle, which, I mean, hey, who knows? It's Tom Brady. Kansas City ought to smack them and beat them, and hopefully we'll all be within a game of each other. Fucking Falcons got a better record than us, man. That's crazy, dude. The fact that we're literally a fluke fucking fourth quarter comeback. And the only reason why we did come back is because of the team we were playing. We're literally a fluke fourth quarter comeback from being the only winless team in the NFL right now. Literally, the skin of our teeth, we are not winless. So that's why I say, like, even though it seems like, you know, yeah, we should have won today, of course. But I think we should have probably lost to the Falcons. So whether we have won today and lost to the Falcons or beat the Falcons and lost today, doesn't make a fucking difference, because I think 1-3 is probably what we should be anyway. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, Jerry, it was on CBS. It was on CBS today. It's just such a tough game. Really put my spirits down. Now I'm like sitting here thinking about everything else. Saints lose, now I'm thinking about, I gotta go to fucking school tomorrow and the day after. And it's like, oh man, I gotta sit in a 3-hour class. Gotta sit in 2 3-hour classes on Tuesday. Like, it sucks. Gotta go to work the next 2 days. Like, everything's just like piling up. But I do know one thing, God is for me. So, who can be against me? Ah, son of a bitch. Now the Bucks are coming back. Fuck. That's what we needed. Yeah, that's what we need. We need Tampa Bay to come back and win and kill everybody's spirits. Not just us. Rise up spirits, too. Don't act like you wouldn't get excited if you found out you were tied with Tampa Bay for first place in the division. I don't care. Like, you don't even have to, like, you may not even win. Of course, you're not going to win the division, but at least saying 4 weeks in, hey, we're tied with them at least. You know, we're tied with them. That's pretty cool, right? At least you can say that and feel good for a week. As opposed to us. Yeah, it's only the second quarter, I know. Eagles 0-1. How did we cheat in Super Bowl 44? Tell me how we cheated. Please inform me on how the Saints cheated in Super Bowl 44. Because last time I checked, when you rough up a player and you hit a player, I think that's a part of football anyway. I think that whenever one defensive guy hits an offensive guy hard, even if he may get hurt, that's a part of the game. That's a part of football. Is it not? It's not like we're New England who looked up video footage of the other team's plays and shit. That's cheating. That's what you call cheating. Good. I'm glad the Chiefs recovered a fumble. All right. I'm going to go upstairs and watch the game and eat my Popeyes. Y'all take it easy. Hey, it's all the fun in football season. Let's go. Peace.